Facts. Just for fun too, baby. First go. That right. Yeah. Peace of mind, you know what it is, ladies. Change your panties. Listen, catch this jungle fever. This seduction.
Hey guys, what's up? That music you just heard, that's by Facts, F-A-C-T-S. You can get his music on iTunes and Spotify. That song right there is called Shadoo. That was produced and the beat was made by Kevin Oakes, aka Fresco Jones, aka K Fresh. I'll put him up against any beat maker in the country, and my money's gonna be on Fresh. He can do incredible things, so shout out to Fresh, shout out to Facts. We recorded that song, it's called Shadoo. It was supposed to be for a mixtape. We recorded that back in 2011. Great session, great song. Thought I would share it with you guys. And welcome to the Big ZIG Show. It's episode 3. I can't believe we made it. I can't wait to tell you what we're getting into. This is about 1971 when Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard. ZIG, what does that have to do with anything? Well, you know, with everything going on in the world today, with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and a lot of things that are changing in the world, I figured I better do some research to see how we got here. I didn't remember in college or anything being taught this. So those of you that do know, you know, congratulations to you. I'm just catching up. Maybe those of you out there that listening to me don't know what I'm talking about. I'm about to help you and explain. Don't worry, the mainstream media has been lying to us for a very long time. And, you know, it's just one of those things we have to overcome and do our own research and figure these things out. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you out. And, I have to tell you one secret. If you are suffering from anxiety, pain, you know, depression, anything, I have my medical marijuana card down here in Florida, and I was introduced to this thing called Nano Drops. And they're made by Curaleaf. That's the name of the dispensary, but you basically can fill up, you know, however much you want, put it underneath your tongue. They're kind of like instant edibles, but they're not as strong as that, but they work great for pain. I highly suggest it. It doesn't knock you out. It's just, it really helps. And if you're near, you know, Chicago or Michigan, you know, ask them. I know my people in Indianapolis. Hey, I know we gotta drive across the border to get some stuff because it's not legal yet, but we're getting there. So anyway, well, I don't want to talk about that. I was gonna say something, but probably shouldn't be said on this broadcast. But so, ZIG, it's 52 degrees in Florida. Why are you wearing this? Well, because it's 52 degrees and I'm freaking cold. I don't like being cold. I'd rather be hot than cold, so I'm dressed like this, and it is what it is. So yeah, that's why I'm dressed the way I am. And go Colts. I'm down with Carson Wentz. I'm down with Marlon Mack. Shout out to Marlon Mack. I go to his cousin's barbershop up in Sarasota, right down the street. Tony's Barbershop, 5051. Shout out to him. And shout out to everybody showing me support. I appreciate it and love it. Patrick Turner, thank you. Speaking of Patrick Turner, he's going to be a special guest on the next episode. And we're going to get into some questions, and it's going to be a great time, and I can't wait to do it. But for this episode, we're about to find out all about the dollar. So, everyone knows, well, not everyone, but let's just say, A country's value is based on the amount of gold that they own. That's where our gold is stored, which is in Fort Knox. We have the most gold, right? We acquired the most gold. Basically, in 1971, Richard Nixon basically just deboed our grandparents and just basically said, "Hey, we're not gonna go based on the gold standard anymore, and we're just gonna go to a Fiat system or a paper money system." And yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, and that's just how it's gonna be.
You got knocked the fuck out!
Oh, you want some ritual, man? Huh?
No. Get off your ass and get in this car. Boy, I don't know why you come down here messing with these people. Hurry up!
For example, when the American dollar is backed by gold, any American currency, in theory, could be exchanged at a bank for its value in gold. This made the dollar one of the strongest currencies in the world. Now, 1913. Here's where things get a little interesting. 1913, the Federal Reserve System was implemented, aka the central bank, the Westland Central Bank, the Soros, the Rothschilds, and the others. Basically, the deep state. Ooh. I don't want to be called a conspiracy theorist. I've done my homework, trust me. Anyway, so with this, the Federal Reserve System, the central bank, was created to oversee economic stability in the United States, to oversee monetary policy, basically to print dollars to ensure economic stability. You know, people want to say Bitcoin is, the sign of the end of the world or whatever, but really Bitcoin, to be honest with you, even though there's 8,000 different types of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is basically, not controlled by the central bank. And that's why things are going to go south real soon. And as I explain further in this episode, you'll understand. So, here we go. So let's think. It's 1971. Nixon tells us we're going off the gold standard into a petrodollar system. There's no internet. The newspapers and the mainstream media are basically pushing this and telling us basically we're going into the petrodollar system off the gold standard, which basically enables a money to print as much currency based on human energy or the amount of demand of jobs coming out of a country, as opposed to being backed by the gold that you have. This is kind of where we kind of went to a world currency, in a sense, if you think about it. Now, ZIG, why would they do that? Well, let's go back even a little further. Let's go to 1900, when the Gold Standard Act was passed. At this time, the value of all American currency was to be based on actual gold. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt banned private ownership of gold, with the exception of jewelry, during the Great Depression. Wow. Interesting. So, in 1946, after we won World War II, this Bretton Woods system was enacted. And under this system, there was a system of fixed exchange rates, which allowed other governments to sell their gold to the United States for $35 an ounce. And that's how we got more gold. 1946, Bretton Woods system. Basically, when a country starts printing more money without having a basis for it, the value of that currency will decline. Using a gold standard prevents a country from printing more money unless it has received more gold. When gold is the universal standard of all currencies around the world in the foreign exchange market, it will be highly stable. So when we got taken off the gold standard, serious inflation occurred. So basically, that same dollar that was printed in 1971 right now is worth 34 cents. So, do you see where I'm going with this? And this is all controlled by the private Western Central Bank and other deep state players. So I'm gonna end up on this. Sorry, thought I had something on me. Whatever. The number one most valuable asset in the world that's worth the most is human attention. That is the most valuable asset on this earth. And I pretty much think you can pretty much figure out why that is. So, basically, we are in a revolution of control, shifting from the dollar into a system that is not manipulated by the central bank. So, basically, to move away from that old system that doesn't ignore corruption, moving into a system that doesn't put up with corruption or accept it. So, I guess we're going from plausible deniability to doing the right thing and being honest and doing the best for our country. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we should help other nations. Yes, we should try to help as much as we can. But we need to take care of ourselves first. Because I haven't even gone into how much debt we're in to China because of past presidents such as the Bushes, the Clintons, and the others that have effed up a lot of things. And when the Patriot Act was installed, when I heard about it, in, I think it was 2002, 2001, read it from 9/11, and then I started. A guy put me onto these these Alex Jones info wars, conspiracy theories about 9/11 and da da da. So my eyes were first opened into all that jargon when I was in college. Didn't necessarily believe it, didn't know, but the more I think about it, the more I get into, the more my eyes have opened, and the more that I've seen happen. No doubt in my mind that there was a war created because it's a distraction. So they can pass bills through the Senate and the Congress without the American people knowing. They give the American people a reason to want to go to war. And war makes money. Why were we in Afghanistan? First, why did we go after Iraq when it was Afghanistan that flew the planes into the towers? And then we go into Afghanistan and we're people my age. Shout out Justin Purple Heart McDonald, Cowboy, Mike Barber, Mike Huser, Ben Wickler, bunch of Ryan Baker, all my Army vets, Adam Phelpsy. No, not Adam Phelps. Is it? Yeah, Adam Phelpsy. Yeah. All my dogs that are vets. You know, God, where was I going with this? You know, we've been over there for 17 years guarding poppy fields. Why? Because poppy fields produce opium that make painkillers, that make narcotics, that make drugs. So we're over there, just over there. But that's a whole different day for a different conversation. What I want to get out of this is, you know, hopefully you learn some things. Maybe not, I don't know. But you know, there's one thing I'm gonna leave you with, and it's something that hit me kind of hard. It's you know, hey Zig, how do you get away from the devil? How do you stop doing the things that the devil wants you to do? Stop paying attention. Don't give him any mind. Stop paying attention and watch what happens. God bless. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. I know it's been long, but thanks for sticking with me. And hopefully this show makes sense, and hopefully you enjoyed it. God is love. Hey, rest in peace, Taylor Lee Pope, Bryce Mitchell,